Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nicolette Hodge.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Malik Hodge. This is the Sunday Critique.
We stand with and represent Master Solomon, the Son of Man, the messenger of the Abrahamic covenant, and the breaker of the seven seals. Brothers and sisters, on the Sunday Critique, we evaluate the so-called information being given from the NOI broadcast, and we separate the truth from the falsehood. We give you clean water and a clear vision, which is that of the Abrahamic covenant. We're going home, brothers and sisters. They do not want to tell you this. And so today's topic is when all else fails. Excuse me, I'm going to make sure we're coming through clear. When all else fails. And they come in with Daniel speaking about how the children are being taught what's the word?
Sex.
In schools. And boys are with boys, girls are with girls. There's no more all-girls school. And homosexuality is at an all-time high. And they're using this as a to support their narrative of separating from this devil but staying here in America. Now, every issue that they bring up, the messenger had something in place so that all of our children were taken care of, the sisters and the brothers. We share this with you every week. The nation was worth $80 million. Farrakhan came in and completely destroyed all the assets, liquidated it, and put that money in his pocket. The nation is now worth anything. All of our businesses, assets, everything we had set up is completely diminished and gone. Now they're running around with some final call paper. They don't even print out their papers. The nation is not producing anything for itself. And so Farrakhan is the chief hypocrite, demon. He's known as Legion in the scriptures. Legion. Louis Eugene Grounds, NOI backwards, which he has done. So when they're getting up here complaining about how messed up this devil's school system is, we know that. That's why we need complete total separation, us going home. The Abrahamic covenant says that we return to our land between the great river Euphrates, great river Egypt, which is Arabia, North Africa. And once we leave here, 90% of our problems will be solved, brothers and sisters. And so what they're coming in with this demon message, they want to give you all the reasons why America is bad and then turn around and say, well, you know, they need to have it. These demons need to have it for themselves. And so they can make it better and, you know, make the necessary reforms and changes. And we don't want anything to do with this system, this reality, or these people. So, is there anything that you would like to add on there?
I'm going to wait till you get to the thing. You still on Daniel?
Yes. So, then we had, and then also another thing Daniel wants to keep iterating is the divine warner and bearer of truth. And they're saying that that's Farrakhan. Farrakhan has not warned our people of anything. He did not see COVID coming, period.
Did not speak on it.
Did not speak on it.
At the 2020 Savior's Day, his mom was up on Kobe and telling his grandson about how he had how his name will be is what the value of the name Farrakhan, as he scolded his grandson for wanting to change his name because of he wanted to play basketball and they don't his last name is keeping him off the court. So he scolded him and then went into everything else, never mentioned a word about the plague, not one iota of it, period, point blank. However, he did. And the part that they've clipped out is no longer in the 2020 Savior's Day video is the part when he told Donald Trump to make the agreement, write it up. When he told Donald Trump to write it up.
Write up what agreement?
Right. Said that instead of the Abrahamic covenant, he said that share with Donald Trump he's the head of the Nation of Islam, and he's the head and if he wanted their whatever kind of agreement that needed to be made, he told Donald Trump to write it up, get it rolled up.
As far as reparations, or
no, I'm talking about as like reparations, or how many states they was to get, or whatever the agreement he wanted to make with being in America, to give the black man and woman to write the agreement up, write it up. That's what he was sharing. But that part of the 2020 Savior's Day is snipped out.
Oh, they snipped that out.
It's snipped out.
They edited.
It's edited. You can tell because it goes from that to a whole. It's
nother conversation.
It's snipped out.
Yes, sir.
It's out of it, and I was there, so you can't snip that. I was there personally.
Yes, sir. And the whole thing about it is Farrakhan has completely compromised all the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, our messenger. And all you have to do is go read the lessons to know that what he's teaching is completely against everything that we know to be true.
Another thing.
Go ahead.
Another thing. This kind of jumping the gun. This Dianetic. Listen to this. This Dianetic. What is Scientology? Dianetics. But then today they're gonna be talking about or trying to explain this Dianetics.
This eugenics.
This eugenics, yeah. But this eugenics, but Dianetics. It's this eugenics, yeah, right. But this Dianetics and this eugenics, it's about the same thing. It's like reorganize or trying to orientate the mind, or trying to restructure or reorientate the genetic makeup and reorientate.
And again, then that goes right in hand what I was just saying about Farrakhan has completely compromised all the teachings from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And all you have to do is read the lessons to see that nothing that the messenger taught is being upheld. And the biggest thing he's done is renamed all the temples mosque, handed the nation over to Sunniism. Not only Sunniism, Scientology, Masonry. And just like Brother Malik was explaining with this whole Dianetics thing, this Scientology auditing is get you to tell your business, and when you can't pay anymore, then all your personal information is being aired out, and they're using it as a way to blackmail you. And then the Dianetics is a whole way that they try to restructure and reform your thinking, and it's just a bunch of hogwash. And then this with the Sunniism, scriptures told us that Aaron would have our people worshiping this golden calf. And so he's already told you that he's Aaron from the scriptures.
Aaron was Moses' mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece. Now they're up here calling him a divine reminder, apostle, and Messiah. How does a mouthpiece that is a hypocrite and has admitted he's a hypocrite turn into a Messiah or an apostle? Nowhere in scriptures was Jesus, any prophet, a Messiah, was any of these people ever a hypocrite.
You hear me?
However, Aaron is a hypocrite in the scriptures too.
That's what they don't never want to. They never They never wanted to even ask themselves that, or they don't even mention that the hypocrite. The word hypocrite don't even apply in their mind to Lewis, but that's what he is, a hypocrite, and one that will say it's on Donahue. Will whites? The man asked him, will white people be able to come to the nation? Yes, my brothers would be surprised by this as well. But and Jesus said, go, and what did he say? It was given to the black man at first, but then Jesus said, go to the Gentiles, go throughout the world. And so, yes, one day that whites and blacks, so don't nobody,
and he waited until the messenger left.
They can play
to change
like
the teachings.
They can play like they don't. This is a mind game that they playing. That they acting like that somebody's telling a lie when all the information is right in your face. 1 year, 2021, they're saying that they're not building a nation. This is at the Savior's Day. They're not building a nation. They're building minds. 2022, we need to build a nation. We need, so it's back and forth and back. They don't know what the hell they need to do because they lying about 42 years of a supporting what they call this economic program that Lewis had been claiming he's going to put into motion 42 years ago. There's nothing, no banks, no businesses, no one school, one. No, you don't have nothing to call it a nation. You're not taking care. You're not putting anything that's the people can utilize. You don't have no homes. Nothing that the messenger put into motion or built or had for the people. None of that, with more money being funneled in. More people have far more money than when the messenger was here. And he's been touching it. He's been having it. And nothing has been built. Nothing has been put up. But he can come up, name how many cars he done had in 42 years. Limos, not cars. Limos. Not
stretch limos.
So, clothing, everything that, glasses,
Homes.
necklaces, homes, rings, watches,
shoes, suits,
so
jets. Do
you
you have a jet?
Not that I know of. I don't know him to have a jet. I'm not for sure, but I seen him in the airport a lot, so I don't know if he had his own jet. He goes to the airport. You can catch him in the airport.
He has a home set up on our land,
so
working with our enemies.
Exactly. So,
All
these things. All these things that that you can pull out and show what's taking place. Of saying don't take the jab. They come up today and say, well, he said on July the 4th, don't take the jab. Okay. And on January the 1st, why he didn't know, he wasn't telling them that the plague's coming. December, what wasn't he telling them? The plague will be here. This is the 400 years. What? You can tell somebody what not to do after 7 months into it, 7 months into the plague. So it's don't take the jab. Yes, anybody can tell you to don't take the jab now that they see the plague and they know that the plague is going to pass you over. But they didn't tell you that it's going to pass you over. They told you don't take the jab as if the plague is meant for you in the first place. So don't take the jab, yeah. But you can see, the thing is to tell you the truth of the reason behind the plague.
And he lied
to keep you from getting the jab. Now, one's telling you about the plague and don't take nothing that they are attempting to give you, because the reason for it, the plague is going to pass you over. So letting you know what's coming, why it's coming, and what to do when it comes, and what not to do. But when you don't see anything, it's already here. You taken by surprise. Your own minister has been knocked down with it. Then you come out, don't take the jab, but you got a mask on. So evidently, you don't feel like, or you don't have no confidence in a lie, and you must be
a devil,
a demon, because you're masked up. So you feel like you got to protect yourself from getting it. But you're divine. You're supposed to be in control of it. See, all these is the lies that you're telling people why you masked up. But I'm controlling
He
it.
says he called the plague down because we're so sinful, but yet he's masked up. Make it make sense.
He sent the plague on Florida. Remember, that's what he said on July. He sent the plague on Florida. He did it. That's why so many people. Florida's being hit so hard because they did something to Cuba. So he sent the plague. All this mess that he make up with his mask on. He sent the plague, and he damn near fell down on July the 4th trying to walk in the garden. They had his hand. He almost fell down. They had to have his arm. How you gonna send a plague and can't even walk? You ain't sent nothing nowhere.
What authority do you have to send anything? And you are the chief hypocrite. You've been disemboweled as a public chastisement for all of us to bear witness to. So how are you qualified to send anything down? And you're the one that chastisement is being sent down upon. See, we have to understand that what the message Farrakhan has given is for his demons. Because he is a demon. His father is a devil. Demon is a devil man. And so Farrakhan has been misleading our people for over 42 years now and manipulating you into using your energy to create his paradise. Okay? Been doing that by giving all this money. I mean, you can't even look at the broadcast. You can't even visit the NOI website without them begging for you to donate. And before they even get started, their first order of business is donate. And before they leave with their message for the day, you need to donate. And so, and then he keeps talking about, how we need to have for ourselves. We had everything for ourselves before he robbed us and took it from us. So, we had another speaker coming up talking about the value of women, health, and we need to live more abundantly. How to eat to live is how we eat to live, not to die. And
transparently, how to eat to live is enough to keep you alive, and it's the changing factor in the world today to them that how to eat to live is a life-saving tool that will keep you healthy to maintain life and abundance at this time.
And this is just another ploy to get some more money in, because they're trying to sell these How to Eat to Live books like crazy. This is an advertisement scheme. They know that there is no way that How to Eat to Live is going to get us home, and it's no way that How to Eat to Live is about to get us through this war.
They didn't even conversate on the war.
And so they will not speak about the war, period. I mean, a bomb can drop right in front of them. They will not speak about it. They will not address the elephant in the room. And so this How to Eat to Live is an advertisement scheme because they need all the money they can get to feed to Farrakhan. And they talk about How to Eat to Live in their lectures, and then when the meeting is over, they say, come up here and purchase your How to Eat to Live so you can, live life more abundantly. And the fact of the matter is, How to Eat to Live means nothing with this famine and food, this food shortage that's about to take place, that is taking place. On top of the fact that the NOI has no food whatsoever. They keep talking about this farm. They can't prove anything. They don't have their own vehicles. They don't completely Farrakhan's dependent upon the fuel that's coming in from, the Middle East and whatever, America, to get back. They don't have anything set up for self. And so, How to Eat to Live, what do you think you about to be cooking? And the rest of the world is, in a food shortage? What are you going to cook? And then you make yourself a target if you think you're about to sit up here and stock up all this food and whatnot. So understand that this is an advertisement scheme. How to Eat to Live does not explain to you how you're going to get through this war. It doesn't teach you about discipline, consequence, fasting, charity. And so harmonic motion, How to Eat to Live does not cover any of those 5 mathematical pillars. And let me say it this way. Fasting is something that will get us through the 1 meal a day. However, that is not enough to get us through this war, brothers and sisters. It's not. And so they know that they're giving you some information that's not going to necessarily help you. And then
your keynote speaker.
The keynote speaker, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, they bring him in as their magician to come pull all the tricks out of his bag, and he's coming in with his presentations to show just how bad our predicament is here in America. And then, so he's going into how the crime rate is really bad in Chicago, and, this is due to lead poisoning in the water that they have put right into black communities, and how the medical marijuana has been legalized. They have weaponized this drug to further impair our cognitive abilities. And then he sums everything up to say that this is why you need to come be with the NOI. As if the Nation of Islam has any keys to success to get you through this war. And what he's saying is that if you come join us in the NOI, that they're going to get ready to take America back. They're going to get that bag. They're going to make sure that, they...
And you can still get the bag. You can still get the bag, but you just got to have... basically, you can get the bag, but you got to get it in with dignity. So, or with... You got to keep... you got to do it with dignity. Basically, what they're saying, saying you can have the bag long as you work, long as you do stay in the midst of the laws, long as you is a good Negro, long as you be up under master, you follow master's laws, you do it in a respectable way. You can still get your bag, but you need to be with the Nation of Islam. And that basically that's what he's saying. I mean, he gives you he fills you up with all these reports. He's reporting things that, this is what's take this, and trying to put a report to science in a science perspective to tell you that what's taking place in America, when we're living in this Holocaust and been living this Holocaust for 466 years, when giving you all this reports about how many blacks have been killed while Obama was here. 100 million to 200 million blacks was killed in the passage over. So millions of us been killed since we've been here. The plan has never changed. The police forces are is a tactical team or hunting blacks. That's not new to anybody, any black man or woman. We know that we being hunted. This ain't new information. We know this system is formulated against us in every way. They have tricked and twisted every law to come against us. You talking about, we're telling you, they sent our jobs to overseas. They brought people Indians in to take our computer jobs, our technical jobs. They sent the other jobs over to China. Then they built penitentiaries, mass incarceration. They scientifically studied drug, made the drug, brought it over and put it in our communities. Then called it a war on the drugs after it got in our communities. Set it up. These things they set up. We know this. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all these things that they're doing. Abortion in our communities. 20 million black babies have been killed. It's not this thing about the police is against the black man. New York City, you can go look at many things. It's every city in America. The police force is a threat to the black man and woman, and always have been. This is nothing new. This is not, we already know that we're against it. But in the same sentence, what have the Nation of Islam, since y'all said it ain't on us, what have you, the Nation of Islam, produced to take the people from having to depend on this system? Because the Nation of Islam, up under the messenger, produced a nation that can go into penitentiaries, take brothers out, give them jobs, give them loans, give them housing. Where can you do that in the nation? Where is that happening? The Nation of Islam ain't going into penitentiary, pulling brothers out on parole. You can't be they don't have a system where they can take care of parolees. Talking about the structure of the nation. The structure of the nation is failing. That's why people are gone, because there's nothing there for them. They better off going to work. You're not producing anything. Nobody wants to be somewhere where you rats are living off of them.
Exactly.
You nothing but rats. Nothing but people leeches lying and using the messenger's name to bring people in so you can feast on them, so y'all can live off of them. Nobody's going to sit around and take that. You're not doing nothing. You just want handouts and talk about how hard it is to live in the structure. You damn right it's so hard that live in whatever the structure that's there when you can see what's taking place. Brothers in trying can't pay their rent in the areas they are at. Trying to keep a study group in their area, but all the money coming in, y'all want it in headquarters. Everybody, all the money, but y'all better send money in. You better do this. Nobody wants to be giving nothing and putting everything in and receiving nothing. I mean, don't even have, you're not giving, you taking all this in, you can't even get a place to stay.
And then they want to talk
you
about...
gotta, hold up, let me finish this. You gotta give, then you gotta take your butt back out to Bobo and go back to work and ask Bobo, can I get a house? Can I get an apartment? Can I get... The nation ain't worried about where you live and lay your damn head at, but you better send that money in. You better get something in. So that's not a nation.
And then they want to talk about this this poisonous lead in the water situation. That wouldn't have been the case had they stuck to the messenger's teachings and we had our people taken care of. Our young brothers wouldn't be out on the streets having these run-in with the slave catchers, these police, because the police did not bother us in the messenger's time. Our military, where's the love?
Yeah, because if you being a man and you producing and you making a statement, you standing up and you got a nation and you just not lip servicing, right, and it's something that's there tangible for the youth and the sisters and everybody to see, and they know that that's their area of security, then you wouldn't have to. You will be there automatically. You will be their knight in shining armor because right, they know that's their security. They can grow into that. But if ain't nothing there that's beneficial, that's tangible.
And that's the whole thing with Farrakhan. He keeps saying how much he loves our people and faithful, this and that. And the thing is, you're nothing but a lying, hypocrite thief. And just like Brother Malik said, if the nation was really taking care of our people, had everything, all of our assets and everything, he wouldn't have to get up there and keep talking about how much he loved and what he's done. And let's not forget what he said in 2009. He wouldn't have to get up there and keep making up these lies, because our people will be speaking for themselves, saying, look at what the NOI is doing and this, that, and the other. And so we have security, we have safety, and we're taken care of, and we're ready to go home. And so the whole thing about it is, as long as Farrakhan is in the seat, sitting in Elijah's seat, the NOI will never be a safety net for our people until he gets kicked out. And we know that he's going to be taken down from within. Now, because the whole message that he's giving right now, he's getting ready for this demon insurrection. And they kind of talked to it today, calling it a resurrection is about to take place. Go ahead.
Before you sum it up, I just want to ask.
Go ahead.
With all these things that was talked about, where was the solution of what's taking place today that benefits the black man and woman of today, with the situation that we're in today, with the wars taking place? Where is the information that applies to what's happening in the world today?
Now that question you asked, there's a little backstory to that, because Farrakhan is under direct instructions not to speak about any of these wars taking place. You don't realize that Obama, who they called on the broadcast today, they called Obama our brother. I'm not claiming Obama as my brother because he is our enemy. And Obama is behind. He is behind the scenes in a lot of things that's taking place right now with America and this war that's going on. You don't know that Biden is nothing but a puppet. And Obama and Farrakhan are working together. Obama is telling Farrakhan that you work with me, don't talk about these words, you stick with me, and we're going to have America for ourselves. Now, Obama, he wants this nation for himself. He wants to be the, what's the word? The leading power. And so, you need to understand that Farrakhan is not going to tell you, he's not going to warn you about how this war is going to turn out. He's not going to tell you about our inheritance and our reward, because he's working with one of our biggest enemies to keep this a secret. And we know that Obama is going to convince America and Britain that it's okay to attack us once America and Britain get kicked out the Middle East and false Israel goes under siege. And so...
And that's the same thing as Sunni. I mean, you're saying that Farrakhan is working for the Sunnis.
He is working for the Sunnis. He's working with all of our enemies because he benefits from us not knowing that we have a reward and an inheritance. So the Sunnis are sitting on our land. They renamed it Saudi Arabia.
We can't go. That's why he won't say we're going home.
He will not tell us that we're going home, because he is working with our enemies that's sitting in our land. Okay, and the false Jews are taking our inheritance. Obama wants us wiped out completely. He wants everything for himself. You know, and so Farrakhan is not going to tell you about anything that's happening, and the Nation of Islam will not be a safety net until he is removed. That's what I'm getting at. Right now, Farrakhan is preparing for this demon insurrection. They talked about a resurrection today. And we know that Lazarus is about to be resurrected as well. And all of these things are going to be happening at the same time. That's why we're warning you before it takes place, because it's going to be taken off so quick, brothers and sisters. You would have had to already been prepared for what's happening before it happens.
It's going to happen like a sonic boom. It's going to take place just like a sonic boom. By the time you hear the boom, by the time you hear that vacuum of air coming back, sealing that hole that the plane had made going through the sky, and by the time you hear the boom, the plane is 100 miles ahead of the boom. So that's how fast it's going to be taking place. It's going to be happening. By the time you figure it out and see it,
we already in the next phase of it.
We're going to already. You're going to be looking from way back, like, oh. But you're going to have to realize what it, before you even hear the noise. That's why we're sharing with you far in advance, so you can understand what's happening before the boom comes, because we're going to be far ahead by the time that you hear the boom.
Yes, sir. And the thing is, the NOI is preparing for their separation, where the demons are about to be separated from the original brothers and sisters, or the Levites within the NOI. And they are going to go back to their swine daddies and fight for America, rioting and protesting, okay, for their 6 states, their reparations. They're going to be going to war for massive, fighting in their military. And we are going to be organizing peacefully, unifying, and preparing to go home. We don't want nothing to do with America. We're not trying to fix anything. We know that they've been hunting us down. We know that they've been mutilating us and using us as the backbone for their medical science. We know that they have turned our brothers into, they have buck broken our brothers and completely stripped them of their dignity and pride. And so when they get up there telling you all these problems, that lets you know exactly why we need to be going home. We don't need to be here with them, and we have to leave so that they can experience their full, total judgment. How are these devils going to be judged for what they did to us while we're still here with them? And so you need to understand that the message that Farrakhan is giving is not for you, brothers and sisters. It's for the demons. Go ahead.
I wanted to just touch on the fact that about the rappers, the power of the rapper. That the rapper has more power than any preacher, teacher, and that's where, that's what he shared, that the rapper has more influence on our people than any other person.
Now, can I say why that is the case? That is the case right now. Because our brothers and sisters are in the heart zone. You're not thinking mathematically. So the beat sounds good, and our hearts are going to respond to the vibration of the beat. It sounds good, but the words are totally and completely against us. And if you get up there and try to rap or speak about anything with any value for our brothers and sisters, or waking them up, let's just say you got up there and wanted to rap about the angel and this truth and knowledge. They wouldn't allow that. You have to be pushing their agenda as portraying us as pimps, whores, junkies, clowns, homosexuals, to even be in the music industry. So that whole spill right there is because Farrakhan is in bed with entertainers. 2 Chainz, P. Diddy, Rick Ross. He's in bed and with these rappers. Whenever they get in trouble, he shows up to bail them out of trouble, and they give him money. So that's just another scheme of how he's manipulating us. Because they're not rapping about getting us home. They're not rapping about our reward, the Abrahamic covenant. They're not rapping about the 5 mathematical pillars of Islam. So, yeah, you're in the heart zone. You're not thinking mathematically. Go ahead.
That's it.
We know that every 50 years we have a wave of energy coming in, and Master Solomon explained this. With the different waves of energy we had coming in with the blues, and then 50 years after that we had a Motown, and we have another wave of energy coming that is going to produce a new sound. And this is a mathematical scenario, because all the sounds that have been produced, all these new sounds have been coming from us receiving more energy. And with us having another energy wave coming in and us having knowledge of self, Master Solomon has broke the 7 seals of the angel and is causing these events to take place. This new sound is going to be completely in tune with this message of the Abrahamic covenant in our vision. So he's calling out to the rappers to help make this, help assist with this demon plague. All these rappers you're looking at are demons anyway, and all they've been doing is pushing masses' vision. And so, go ahead.
I didn't want to.
We just need to understand what we're looking at, brothers and sisters. This message is that Farrakhan has given is for the demons, because he himself is a demon. So there's no way that he can speak to anything for you. He's already brought devils in the NOI. He got Devil Abel up there speaking Spanish, talking about we need to separate. Meanwhile, he's advocating for Hispanics and Latinos all over the world to have our reward. Okay, and then Farrakhan is telling us that we need to be integrating with these devils. Because if devils come in the NOI, we're supposed to be calling them our brothers, then that means that the sisters are supposed to marry these devils and have children, and which has already taken place. And then he's already told you that these devils are his brother. What did he call Pastor Father Flav, or the Catholic priest that Farrakhan hugged, talking about is this a devil? Not, this one ain't no devil. This is my brother, and that, we got him on tape saying it. And so that is completely compromising all the teachings. The messenger clearly defined who our enemies are. These devils are the skunk of the planet Earth, and there is no reforming them, period. So, we need to focus on these wars that's taking place and how we are going to get through this time of unprecedented trouble. That means anything can take place. Farrakhan doesn't want you knowing about unprecedented trouble, because then that would cause you to wake up and come into the God and goddesses that you are. That would cause you to start asking questions. And that would completely expose him for the demon, lying hypocrite that he is. Do you have anything else to add?
No, ma'am.
Brothers and sisters, the Holocaust, our complete experience being here, of being raped, tortured, sodomized, beaten, and it's not slavery. It's not a critical race theory. They want to talk about in the NOI all these things that are being done to us. We know the Holocaust is what they're still trying to put us through. What's the solution? Complete and total separation. Us going home. Why would we want to stay on a land that is soaked in our blood? Okay, and so the Holocaust is why they are being judged so severely right now. They tried to completely wipe us out, so they will be completely wiped out. And that cannot happen with us sitting here next to them. So, brothers and sisters, stop letting them lie to you and call it slavery. It's not slavery. It's not a critical race theory. It's the Holocaust. We will be back next Sunday. Thank you for having us.